Beloved one who has found your way to these words in this very moment, if your heart is trembling even a little, if a small voice is calling you through the fog of your days, it is because my spirit is stirring within you. Leave a sign in the open, an amen, a brief witness, even a single symbol, so the angels may see and mark it in the courts of heaven. When you agree out loud with what my spirit is revealing inside you, you open a door for my power to move with greater strength in your life. Now open wide your heart, because I, the Eternal One, the beginning and the Redeemer of every soul, am drawing near to announce this. You are about to receive back what others took from you. You believed the theft was finished. You endured in silence while what belonged to you slid into the hands of others. No one defended you. No advocate stood up for you. Accusations were thrown like stones. Tricks and bright-looking deceptions were spun around you until you were pushed out of the place that should have been yours. They judged you weak. They counted on time to bury the truth under layers of confusion. But I, who see all things, do not forget. And now, in the time I appointed, I rise. My silence was never abandonment. My delay was never denial. While you saw nothing, I was aligning the heavens, steering seasons, and putting instructions into the hands of my messengers. When the trumpet of restoration sounds, every power that plundered you will be compelled to return what it seized, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You have been misunderstood, smeared, dimmed. Tears were shed that only my angels witnessed. Nights were long with the weight of injustice pressing your ribs. But hear me, I will reveal my glory in your story. What they mocked will be lifted publicly. What they stole in secret will be returned in the light of day. I do not restore by drops from a leaky faucet. I restore by rivers. I do not repay as the world repays. I repay as the Lord of abundance whose mercy wears a crown. The thief will not just be stopped, he will be exposed. Those who scheme to unseat you will stand in astonishment as I set you exactly where they tried to bar you from. And I will require them to witness it, unable to stop it. You thought you lost money, chances, reputation. But more precious things were taken. Your voice, your dream, your God-breathed identity placed in you from the beginning. I am restoring even these. I am not only bringing back what is material, I am drawing you back to the destiny that has always been yours. Years gnawed by envy, deceit, and betrayal will be repaid. You will come out larger, stronger, deeper than when you went into the trial. Do not be surprised when I begin to move. Do not be afraid when doors swing open you did not knock on. I do not need permission from gatekeepers to lift you. I do not require consent from those who dismissed you. When I say the time is now, heaven and earth bend to my intention. Today I declare with the authority of the Redeemer of the nations, what was taken from your hands, opportunity, justice, relationships, joy, peace, even your name and the place that fits it, will be given back. But it will not return in its old form. I will transform it, enlarge it, purify it, and cover it with my presence, so that what returns bears no dust from the past, but the fragrance of fresh grace. Lift your head, chosen one, not in pride, but to see what I am pouring from above. Tighten the belt of faith and stand steady in the whirlwind of change. What I am preparing to pour out will silence the mouths that laughed at you. They will have no words when they see my justice revealed. There are things you declared dead and dreams you buried. Hear me. I call things that are not as though they are. I'm calling forgotten seeds by name. I'm summoning what slipped from your grip to return in a new form at a perfect time, carrying the brightness of heaven. I'm carving a road where there was none. I'm sending my angels with rewards you did not even know were assigned to you. I will even turn former adversaries into instruments in my hand for your restoration. Do not measure what I am doing with natural sight. The eyes of flesh see ceilings, I who live beyond limits am preparing a recompense beyond imagination. What others took is no longer an ending. It is the starting line of the most radiant season of restoration in your life. People said some things are corroded, beyond revival, left to rust forever. In those very places I am preparing to breathe again. Bonds the enemy thought he cut clean. Watch me tie them in holiness. Regions of your heart scorched by betrayal, failure, and shame. See how in those ashes I kindle a new fire that burns with righteousness and with my promise. Lies buried the truth for a time. Slander smothered testimony. Indifference tried to freeze the river. I, by my mighty hand, am bringing these things into light and restoring them in ways no one can predict. No thief escapes my gaze. No lie outruns my truth. Some rejoiced when you fell. Some smiled when you were diminished. They did not know I was recording everything, every tear, every fracture, every backward step you took for my name. And now I say, recompense has been sealed in heaven and is being released on earth. No accusation can stand when I stand to defend you. No door I open can be shut by any other hand. When I decree that you are to enter a season of restoration, creation itself will align to make way. I saw your faithfulness in small things. I saw you bear injustice without clawing for revenge. I saw you choose silence when you could have shouted for yourself. Those hidden choices were not wasted. They resounded in heaven and shook my kingdom to movement. Now what was taken? Time, youth, innocence, the quiet in your mind, the strength to trust, the courage to dream, even the willingness to believe in yourself. I will bring back vivid, forceful, and radiant. Not all loss came by the enemy. Some losses were permitted to refine you, but what the enemy plundered, I will require him to repay. Some things were stolen from your ancestors. I will make you the heir of those very things. Blessings that slipped through generations because of disorder, bitterness, unfaithfulness, and shadows. I appoint you as the restorer of the river of grace, and I will return even the portion others squandered. This is not merely a return, it is a repositioning. Not only restoration, but the opening surge of a great transfer. Those who overpowered, who took positions, who manipulated to push you out, they will not only see you restored, they will regard you with holy awe because my presence will rest visibly upon you. Not because you strike back, but because I make my name over you unmistakable. The tongues that rose against you will fall silent. The schemes wrapped in secrecy will collapse on the heads of those who built them. The enemy cannot stop me from giving what is yours. He can delay, but he cannot destroy. He can hide, but he cannot erase. What I have promised, I have preserved in my hand until the perfect moment. Now I open the vault. You walked seasons dim and solitary, without applause, without witnesses, carrying your cross in quiet places. I stood with you in every unseen night. I now turn those nights into a dawn no one can stop. I will give you authority you did not even think to request. Roads you thought shattered will appear once more, rebuilt, renewed, and set before your steps. I will seat you where no one can bribe their way in or topple you out, because I place you there, and what I place cannot be pulled down by any hand. You will no longer watch others receive while you stand in the shadows. I bring you to the front, not for your glory, but so those watching will know I still act, still repay, still intervene, still reveal justice in a crooked world. What was taken by trickery, neglect, or open theft will become living proof of my power to restore. When people look at you, they will have to say, God did this. Broken things no one thought could be mended will knit together under my touch. Cracks in your heart you believed would never close will warm with healing. Detours that seemed to rip you off the bright road I promised will be woven back into the map of destiny I drew before you were born. Wisdom once squeezed by pressure will breathe. Courage, once frozen by betrayal, will thaw. The fear that built a cold house in your chest will break and fall away in holy fire. You will no longer borrow the voice of others to carry your soul. You will not live under the shadow of those who stole your light. I'm giving you your own voice, clear as a trumpet over a thirsty field. You will not only receive what belongs to you, I will give you a voice to guard, to free, to ignite those who were plundered like you. When I return things, I do not merely put objects back. I place backbone in you and meaning and a fearless place before my face. I restore not only what is outward, I restore the dignity to stand in my presence without hanging your head in shame. For years the enemy whispered you were lesser, unworthy, too late, beyond hope. He has lied from the beginning. I, the true one, rise to expose what he built. From this hour, every wrong label he glued to you will burn off. Every generational curse, every twisted mirror that distorted your own reflection will snap under my holy light. The greatest gift I now place in your hands is not a material blessing. It is identity restored. The true portrait of you as heaven sees you, the courage to walk out of your shell of injury and live as the person I named you to be. You were forced to slow down, to step aside, to make room for the loud and the cunning. Now I will accelerate you supernaturally. What others labor 10 years to touch, I will bring you into in a year, in a season, even in a moment when my breath rushes upon you. You will enter fields you did not plant and gather a harvest you could not have grown by yourself. Not by your might, but because I saw your hidden faithfulness, I lead you into new space where the old chains cannot reach. Sweet words that once entangled you will lose their grip. Toxic alliances will be cut with a clean blade. You will see clearly who is sent by me and who is not. I will purify your circle, never to leave you alone, but to protect what I am pouring, so it is not infected by unworthy hands. In this restoration I return your laughter, the deep laughter you thought would never come back. Not the polite front you wore for others, but the ringing joy of a soul set free. I restore the ability to dream what you threw away. I restore the courage to believe good can still arrive. I restore the reach to grasp what outstrips reason. Dreams you hid at the bottom of your heart, fearing mockery, fearing disappointment. I am calling them by name, and my holy breath will make them live. Not one dream I planted in you will be wasted. Delayed, buried, trampled, yes, but now they will bear fruit 100-fold as you take my hand and step into the land prepared for you. Do not question me when I start rearranging your life. Movements may be swift and startling, but they are not chaos. They are sacred interventions guiding you to right placement. What seems out of order will prove to be holy order. People leaving, doors closing, goodbyes spoken, these will no longer pierce you. They will become the very cracks where my light pours in. When I push you beyond your safe edges, it is to open room for something greater. When I close a chapter, it is because it no longer carries my life for you, and when I open a way, no one can stand against it. I am also recalling covenant relationships that were torn. Some who once walked with you were separated by misunderstanding, by dark interference. Bonds snapped in the soul will be mended cleanly. New alliances will be born, not from hype or fickle feeling, but from heaven's vow. You will not fight alone. You will not feel solitary in the field. I will station warriors beside you who do not chase their own gain, but live to obey me and to guard what I entrust to you. As this season begins, you will no longer have to justify what I am doing. Those who doubted, mocked, or buried you will concede with their own mouths that the hand of the Lord is at work, that no planner on earth could design so great a reversal except the Creator. Prepare yourself. Everything that was yours, forgotten, switched, dismissed, is returning to its rightful place. This restoration is not a gentle consolation. It is a holy overturning, a thunderclap rolling across the heavens, a declaration of my power among humankind. God is with. You think it is too late? I am not bound by time. I set the hours and I make the seasons. When I say now, even the darkness pulls back. What they called finished, I can begin anew without consulting anyone. I do not need approval to return what is yours. What was ruined by negligence, by deceit, by calculating hands, even by those who wore the mask of righteousness while they took, these I will judge. Restoration will not stand on pity, but on my everlasting justice. I am not only the one who gives things back, I am the one who makes all things whole. Some losses did not happen in one blow, but by a slow drain, year by year, word by word, relationship by relationship, until hope felt thin. You guarded yourself, armored up, survived what no one saw. I'm here to crack that shell, not to wound you, but to bring light into the deepest room, where the enemy thought the door was sealed forever. I see the weariness in your spirit. It is not weakness. It is the exhaustion of carrying unfair weights for too long. Hear me, you will no longer guard what is yours alone. I myself will stand guard. You will not clutch the fragile and broken as if your life depends on it. I will place in your hands what cannot fracture. I'm setting in your mind strategies from eternity, paths no one can copy, ways no one has walked. What I give you will not be invaded. I'm raising a hedge of fire around what belongs to you. Places that closed against you will open. Territories that rejected you, sneered at your presence, dismissed your gifts, will bow, not because you demand it, but because I will honor you before them to display my justice. And when you return, you will carry no flavor of bitterness. Your heart will be washed and strong, humble, steady, and powerful with true healing. Do not think this concerns only outward blessing. My restoration reaches down to the soul, to the place where faith was cracked and my image was distorted by the failures of people. Some who spoke my name hurt you. Some teachings they called truth strangled you. Some communities cried God and yet shut their doors to you. I saw it. Now I will rinse the picture of me within you until you see me as I am, not as they painted, not as the enemy whispered. You will know me not second-hand, but face to face, in the secret place where you finally realize I never abandoned you for a breath. I restore holiness you thought you lost. You made mistakes, rushed decisions, wandered into traps and thought you could never come back. I do not see you as the world sees. When I forgive, I truly forgive. When I restore, I keep no file of wrongs. You will not be chained by old memories. The stains from your past will not haunt you. I am wiping, washing, and restoring your royal place before my throne. From there I commission you again to stand in the world without bowing your head. No fear, no hiding. Like one rescued, anointed, and sent. God is with. I also decree that you will receive honor where honor was stolen, not the hollow honor of status and applause, but the sacred recognition I place upon obedient hearts. I will make you a voice for those without a voice, a shelter for the shattered. You were shut down. I now place a sound in you that carries holy fire. When you speak, darkness will tremble. When you step forward, the enemy will make room. You will not move under the trampled name you once wore. You will move under my seal, with the authority of heaven, with the breath of one fully restored by the eternal. Now hear another layer. This restoration is not only for you, it is for a lineage that will follow from you. What was stolen touched more than your own life. It touched the inheritance of generations not yet born. The enemy did not only seek to snatch momentary blessings, he aimed to sever a spiritual legacy. He wanted you to believe the future is only a string of repeating failures, inherited sorrow, and recycled loss. I decree the opposite. Your line will not carry curses. It will carry the mark of recompense and grace. From you I will write new pages, not with the ink of opinion, but with the blood of an everlasting covenant. I will turn the pain that haunted your family into testimony, cycles that swallowed hope, patterns of collapse, conflict, and shame. I am cutting them. In you, I am laying a new foundation, not a foundation of human striving, but of forgiveness, healing, and authority from above. My restoration is not only bringing things back, it is rebuilding from the roots, so that what you receive now is not merely durable, but baptized in holy fire, unshakable. Your spiritual sensitivity, your tenderness to my whisper, it was dulled by injury and the static of unanswered questions. I am reopening your ears. Deeper than any outer noise will be the quiet certainty of my nearness in the rhythm of your soul. As restoration soaks into your deepest layers, you will see that what others took became the beginning point of a new journey I planned from the start. Prophetic words once spoken over you, suspended in the heavens by delays, by the interference of people, by dark assault, now fall like heavy rain. They will water seeds you assumed had died. Every promise I breathed, through a person, a dream, a flicker of light in lonely prayer, returns, not in partial form but in fullness, shaped and bearing fruit. What you doubted, dismissed, or called naive, I am confirming with signs, surprising interventions, and my undeniable power. I restore your communion with me, not fear-based religion, but the intimacy of a child coming home. There will be quiet hours that belong to us alone, moments where old pain no longer rules the conversation, where you are unafraid to open your heart, and where I whisper things never spoken in the marketplace. There you will be redefined, not by role, failure, or achievement, but by the name I gave you before you were formed. You will see my wisdom even in chapters you called disasters, encounters you wished had never happened, people you wish you had never met, scars you begged me to erase. Watch how, in full light, I turn what the enemy forged to destroy you into a platform to lift you higher. No tear is wasted in my hands, no detour is wasted when you walk under my lead. And when I lead you out of darkness, you will not leave empty-handed. You will carry keys for others still trapped in the fog who think there is no exit. You will not be merely the wounded, you will be the waymaker. From the restoration you receive, you will pioneer a path for a multitude coming behind you into the light. Those who once stole your confidence and strangled your voice, who persuaded you that you had no value, hear me. You will become a trumpet that rings across generations, not by your strength, but by the strength I have set in you as you take back all that was stolen. God is with. The night of lost years is closing. I speak with the power of the Creator. What was taken will be returned in double measure. I will turn your losses into launch pads for glory. No pain in your story is meaningless when I touch it. The seasons you were left out, I will redeem with seasons overflowing with love and more than enough. So, beloved, agree with me now. Say Amen openly, and let the angels mark it. Lift your eyes, place your hand into mine. Walk forward as one who is not tolerating life, but taking possession of it. When I say go, move. When I say rest, breathe. When I say speak, let your voice carry the warmth of heaven. Your story will not end in ashes, it will end in songs. Your name will not fade, it will be planted like an oak. Your home will not echo with emptiness, it will ring with laughter. I return to you. This is restoration with a purpose, to display my justice, to reveal my goodness, to set you free, and to set many free through you. Remember this brand upon your life. God is with, today, tomorrow, and to the end of the age. If this message met you today, leave your amen in the comments. Share your small witness and pass this word to someone who needs it. And if you want more messages like this, like, share, and subscribe to the channel God is With. Let's keep walking together, one step, one breath, one whisper, because God is with.